know what's funny? I think I figured something out. I mean, talking to them. I think I figured something out. Seriously. Like, I've realized what hell is. Hell is being alive and being me. That's the definition of hell. They should put my face in the dictionary, just under the definition of the word. I can't even describe it to you guys, but like, I've been like uncontrollably crying for the last like 2 fucking days. I mean, the tears just like roll right out of my eyes. Like, I try to, like, nothing is even really sad, but I just fucking start crying. Because life is exhausting. It's exhausting, and, I don't know why, like, today, it's not just today, maybe for the last, like, week, I've been thinking about, like, how dumb I was when I was, like, younger. I used to, like, sit and try to compare myself to, like, other girls and be like, oh, why don't I have what she has? Like, look at her, she's so happy with her boyfriend. Maybe one day I'll have a boyfriend, and, like, that never happened, and, like, I felt like, oh, maybe, like, I'll have... I can't even describe to you guys the amount of, like, there's no conventional thing that, like, a girl is supposed to have that I've ever had. Like, not one thing. Not a gift, not a dinner, not a, like... I have no reason, like, why. Like, it's just... I'm saying this because, like, I understand that, like, society is, like, a thing. As in, like, we have a society that exists. And we have, like, places for people in this society. What I'm saying is, like, there's no place for me in this society. And there never has been. And it's so strange to be here. It's, like, it's fucking exhausting. Because for so long, like, so many things were happening, and I just couldn't understand. I'm like, well, there are other people who have had to had something remotely similar happen where they felt like they had these questions, and there would have to be, like, someone who had some sort of answer, just like no one spoke. And so I didn't know how, I had no idea, like, how to move, what to do. Everything just felt so awkward. And it's just like all of the regular experiences. If you're like, oh, let's just go to, like, a movie or something, that's a fucking normal thing to do. Like, niggers don't do that. Like, they don't do it. I can't explain it. Like, I think everybody thinks I'm joking and, like, thinks that I'm making this shit up. Like, people, I can't describe to you, it's like the devaluation of, like, women. Like, no one cares. Stop birthing these people. Like, I really feel like my birth was such a sin. It was just wrong in so many ways. Like, it just should have never happened. Because it's like I have to occupy space just because it, like, costs money for me to be alive. Like, I have to eat food, right? And, like, live somewhere in the same way that, like, everyone else does. I can't sacrifice that. Like, it's the bare minimum. All I fucking have is, like, this Harry Styles album and an Instagram account. For some fucking reason, it even seems like that is an issue. Like, people take up fucking space, but I just don't want to, I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't want to be a part of anyone else's narrative. Like, I wish people didn't care that I just existed. But also, I definitely have opinions about stuff because, like, I hate ugly people. I'm sorry, I do. I just do. And I wish they weren't alive, so you can feel your feelings, but that's genuinely how I feel. Um, and like some things just really bother me. And I try really hard to be nice, and I've tried to grow out of them, and I've tried to, be more kind or whatever, and it never helps. It just doesn't help. Like, time goes on, and I don't get nicer. I just don't. I don't get any nicer, and, it was just such a bad day. Ugh, such a bad day. And then I didn't even watch it, but I saw, like, Shannon Boodram made some video about fucking fertility. There's her side of the internet where she's over there, like, if you are happy with a family and child and stuff, I am not trying to be here to drag you down and, like, make you feel like that stuff isn't important and that you don't matter. I don't feel that way at all. Like, I think that if you found you're happy, good for you. But, like, that has just never been my experience. And so, like, my experience is just also real. And I know for a fact that there's other girls, especially black girls, who have my experience. And we don't ever get a happy ending. Like, never. And, like, that is our reality. It's like real. It's well written. There are, like, most of the black males are in prison, and the ones that are not are losers. So I don't know. It just doesn't matter. So you have to find some way to, like, exist in society and find meaning outside of, like, it's not going to be all black women, but a really significant amount are going to have to find meaning and value outside of relationships. And I just wish that my entire upbringing was not, like, seeped in this idea that, like, I'm supposed to aspire for something that's impossible when I could have just aspired for something that was realistic. If that makes any sense. Like, if I would have just realized that, like, every penny and every step that, like, I take, I have to, like there's no safety net, there's no redo and no empathy or compassion for, like, my humanity. And I didn't choose to be here. That's what, like, I'm not like some immigrant who, like, flew on a plane and was, like, had dreams to be here. I fucking didn't. Like, I hate it here. And, like, this isn't new. Like, I've hated it here for every fucking year. It's been awful. Even when I was little, I used to buy, like, toys to try to, like, occupy my time and just forget how fucking awful it was. And I feel like it just got worse. Worse and worse, because you look out and you see the other people, especially the other black people, and they just make you fucking sick. And then you see the other white people who don't even care to empathize with, like, the black struggle. And now you see, like, the rich Africans who've come over, and the whole thing is just, like, I want to take it out. Like, I don't want to watch this show or participate at all. The other thing, like, some shit is so strange. Like, here's something I want to talk about, but this is another